So you're looking at self-hosting N8N. I tested out 4 different platforms so that you don't have to. This is by far the best option for automatic updates, low maintenance, and no hassle. Let's jump straight into it. So we're going to be using Effortless, which is effectively a fully managed cloud platform that hosts your various software. So they've pre-set up a lot of applications that you might need to set up in the future for yourselves, and one of those is N8N. Some of the key benefits of hosting through something like Effortless versus deploying your own Docker container and manually updating are that Effortless manages everything or nearly everything for you. So it's almost like running it on N8N cloud itself, except you own the software instance and it's incredibly cheap. We're talking around $10 to $15 per month, depending on the provider that you decide to go with. Not only that, Effortless manages all the hassle and all the technical parts for you. So through a quick setup, you're able to get software updates and security patches done for you all through Effortless. So we'll go through the setup process now. So when you are setting up, you want to go to Effortless. So it's elest.io. And what we're going to go for is the free trial. So if we click on the free trial, we'll be taken up to a sign up page. Obviously, I've already signed up, so you will sign up as a new user, and that's incredibly straightforward. You're just going to log in with your Google Mail or email or GitHub or whatever route you decide. It's then going to give you a verification email, and that will bring you then to the dashboard, which looks a lot like this. So it will be dash.ls.io. And what you see here is, or what you'll see here is nothing because you've activated a new account. So we're going to go to services on the left-hand side here. You can see I've already got N8N set up. That's my container here, but we're going to go through and create a new one. So we'll go create a new service in the left-hand side. And the great thing about this is we don't need to worry about all the infrastructure because actually they've predefined and set up an N8N, almost like infrastructure for N8N already on ls.io. So all we're going to do is type in N8N. You can see that they've got this node here. We're going to select that. What we have to do now is choose our cloud service provider. So I wouldn't worry too much about this if you don't understand the intricacies, but effectively there are various different cloud service providers and they will host our server that we're going to be using. Much like if you would sign up to N8N Cloud, it would be N8N using probably one of these service providers to host your instance. Hetzner is a really solid and cheap bet. And if I scroll down here, you can see that the estimated monthly price is about $15. And I've been experiencing about $15 to $16, depending on my usage for the smallest instance. So you can have a click through these, see the different prices. DigitalOcean is slightly cheaper, but I just recommend going for the basic Hetzner, super reliable, decent size plan, and that won't fail you and you'll continuously get updates. We're then going to select the service cloud region, but again, I would actually just leave it as the default. We don't want to worry about this. And it's probably going to, depending on where you're based, select a server that's closer to you. So I'm based in the UK, so I've got one in Germany here. That's fine. And again, the service plan, we're just going to go for the basic, the bog standard, medium, 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM. And that's plenty enough for what you're going to need for your first instance. So we're going to select that there, or it's pre-selected. I'm going to go down to the bottom. It gives you some details around latest versions, etc. here and size, but take my word for it, this is plenty enough for your first instance of N8N. So we'll go down here and we'll click next. What we're then going to do is give it a name. So for example's sake, we're just going to call it N8N test. We'll have your email already. We don't need to worry about configuring a network volume, so we leave that off. And we're then going to just go for the basic level 1 support, which means 7 days of our data is backed up. In N8N itself, we will just go for the level 1 support, which will give us 7 days of use. We're then going to go down here on the right-hand side, and you can't see it, but there's a button called Create Service. That's then done. It's going to now deploy the service for us, and what it's going to return is a link that we can go to and log into our N8N service. So you can see that we're now deploying this N8N test and the service is starting. This might take, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so for this to become active, but we can then go inside that. You'll be able to, if you go to overview, go show admin UI, you'll have the URL that your service will be deployed at. So all you need to do is go and click on that, and it will take you to this page where you will sign up with your email and your password, and that will be your first N8N instance deployed. As simple as that. If you like this video, please leave a comment below of what videos you'd like to see in the future and give it a like. Thanks very much.